also a very important part. Your dad being ill and suffering, and you're looking at his passing, and in a very different way. Did the mindset, the experience help you? Because it's such a it's a difficult experience, even if you're not close to your parents, because it's a fact of life. We're all going to die. Sure. When we lose our parent, no matter what age. I don't know sometimes if it's harder or easier. I'm still trying to work that out. Whether if you've had a worse or a worse relationship or a good relationship. I know from my perspective, I was very close to my father, and I always worried that his death would be too difficult for me, would be too impactful. And but then I came to a point, and also I'd had my journey of studying and everything, and I always say I'm so grateful, because from my understanding, I got to a place where, first of all, I knew he was ready, and he was older, but also that falling apart and losing oneself in the depth of that despair would have been a complete insult to who he was and everything he had taught me. Is how I can understand it and integrate it. But you write about it so poignantly, so beautifully. It doesn't take away from the pain. Do you think the experience would have been different had you not come through almost 5 years already when this happened?
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt about it. I mean, I think I would have been. I think it would have been sad, that if your dad died, and I would have much more difficult to would have to handle it. Whilst I know it sounds crazy, but I don't get sad anymore when people die. Just there's no sadness. That it's there's a tenderness. And there's a great feeling of closeness. But there's no emptiness. It's fascinating, So there's no emptiness. The day that he was there and the day that he left, there wasn't as if there was any change really. I still feel him around me, and that's, I think that's the journey. Definitely played a massive role. There's so many themes and so many things in this book and in this journey. So sexuality is the one thing. The other thing is conscious dying and conscious living. So I spent a lot of time thinking about that and reading about that and working through that. So yeah, when he died, it was like, oh, okay, it's just changing form. He went from the physical form now to another form, and I'm still in communion with him. And I was 78 years old, and he said to me, he was a really funny guy, it was like a real, traditional kind of, that silent generation, strong silent man, and he said to me, like a few days before, I had a good innings, but I want to be bowled out now. So I respected that. So why would I be sad if he goes? I had a beautiful time with him. So for me, it's definitely it was a beautiful confirmation almost of my journey, the way I felt, after his passing.